Ça a mis trop de temps à se lancer.
Est-ce que tu veux que ce soit instantané? C'est il faut envoyer tout un flux et tout. Je crois que tu. Les 3 secondes de décalage, c'est juste que tu limites si avance.
Oh mon dieu, Belette.
Oui, I'm live. Ah mais c'est toi mon viewer en fait.
Non, je suis pas en train de regarder. Moi j'ai juste la news qui pop.
Ouais.
Mais oui, t'as déjà 2 viewers. C'est quoi cette histoire, Bélo?
Bah j'en ai un, c'est moi. C'est comme les upvotes de Reddit, il y en a toujours un, c'est toi.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Pourquoi j'ai pas sauvegardé hier? Ok.
T'as pas regardé hier?
Mm.
Ok, ça.
Mais je crois que c'est une décision que j'ai prise. Une décision consciente que j'ai prise. Mais je me souviens plus pourquoi.
Stelmane is dead.
There must be something.
This does not bode well. She brought me the sight and it helps me feel
Hi. Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I
Fine
seem to
selection
have
of
it
weapons.
all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
C'est très rigolo parce que du coup là c'est Aurine.
Ouais.
Mais moi du coup dans ma première partie c'était pas Aurine et en fait c'est un gros con. Et là il est de Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
Non, non, oui. Moi c'était horrible. Du coup, après, quand tu le revois, il est grave.
I'm not sure.
I'm
Something
not
is
sure.
missing. A hole that only a blade can fill, perhaps. Let's get to know each other a little better. Perhaps I can make you a customer yet. Tell me, how do you like to kill? Oh, you're no fun at all, are you?
Look at it, come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. Weak and soft and broken. Oh, sweet sibling. The world has dulled you. Or maybe I poked your mind matter too sharply. I could end it now. But I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. I don't need to. I know what you did, whacking me over the head. Near caved me skull in. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face.
Oh. Avec seulement un max de 5 de bonus. Hein.
Oui, oui.
6, du coup.
You know what? Not worth it. Go on, take your thuggery elsewhere, bloody animal.
Bloody animal. Right.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same.
While she lives, Orin will continue to terrorize us.
Il lui est
And
arrivé des
soon she
trucs
will
à
make
Mintora.
good on her threats.
Oh mon
She
dieu.
thinks we are weak, afraid,
Ah l'horreur.
Elle voulait prendre le tadpole.
We need to prove her wrong.
Elle voulait prendre le tadpole, du coup elle a pris le tadpole.
Ça fait flipper, mais ça lui va bien. C'est bien.
I am not on edge. I am alert, as you should be too. Orin could be anywhere, could be anyone.
Despite her protestations to the contrary, it is clear that Minthara is afraid.
Her aim will be to erode our trust in one another. We cannot let that happen. We need to watch over each other, now more than ever. I would rather we were all free of the gods. But Shadowheart's connection to Shah may provide her access to the city's Sharan cloister. If they serve her, they serve us. And we need every possible ally. Then speak. Very well.
May the darkness protect you.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
J'aime trop ça. I can even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced or because this group is full of weirdos. Oui, j'aime trop comme il freak out, il est trop cute. Allez, venez les copains. This is our city.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. We're a danger to all of us. We've got disease. Any one of them could be a sprightly absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's something about what will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we wore.
I bet somebody drank at Mark. Might even be me.
Ah oui.
Washing my pits. This is the song when up. Aye! Gonna bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Is pretty son. She help out.
J'adore.
Not for communal.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? Of course not. But most folk appreciate a kind word these days. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. If it were my problem, I'd do something about it. Instead, they've stuck me guard in this door while they squabble over the donations. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldarians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. The Flaming Fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them. Too bloody right. But will they share? Not a chance. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say? Tell them! I'll cut out their eyes and make them watch!
I see how you slither closer, belly dragging in the filth. Father is laughing at you. Have you lost your nerve, my blood-starved sibling? Oh, did I mangle your skull too terribly? Do not worry, slaughterkin. My blades are still sharp and sweet. They will greet you soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
May the darkness protect you.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. We have to.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
Nowhere else to go, you heartless sod.
That's not my problem now, is it?
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
Is the little dog trying to intimidate us? If it continues to bark, I will snap its neck.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Melee attack knocked some sense into this storm.
Oh là là. Ah, go.
Just a little something. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. Oh, you know, it's shocking how many people opt for the hard way when the easy way's right there. Any last words? You're serious. Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
You see, those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next? You're seriously gonna throw us out? Throw my child out? You're just as bad as the rest of them. Don't worry, we'll go. May Torm split open that hard, blackened heart of yours someday.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the Guild will be in touch with any concerns. At long last! Here's your payment, as we agreed. I've got so much to do now, I'd really better get on with it. Excuse me, would you?
C'est dans une salle et tout. D'où il vient? Il est fou, quoi.
Il va se mettre à côté des gens.
Gods, you're beautiful.
Oui. Le cirque, le cirque.
Don't be scared. How many red caps are missing? How many red caps?
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
J'aime trop les trucs de barbares.
Oh mec, smell of dead meat.
Et c'est toujours en majuscule, tu sais, c'est genre.
Forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Dribbles the Clown.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not?
Caroline for myself.
You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Oh, t'es bien trop gentil, toi.
Oh, my love. How could I say no?
How could I say no?
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you.
Tu veux essayer de mettre juste la petite lumière?
Know one another. Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught, so let us begin with the joyous.
C'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon.
When is he happiest?
Comme trop. Guilty as charged. Sometimes literally.
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
Our touch has been that of sunlight. But now we must ask the deep, the difficult. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion. What is his deepest fear?
Oh, I like that answer. Yes, let's go with that.
I cannot, little one. I can accept truth, and only truth. And you know that is not what lies within your hearts.
I have to say, you know me better than I thought. I'll have to be more mysterious in future.
Your bond a seedling. One that needs a gentle hand in its tending. Nurture it, and it will become a great oak in time. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings, and know that you made one whose heart was long quiet, beat with love anew.
Hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Oh, lots of times. The beasts ate a kiddo the other day, and I got some good stuffs. I mean, circus is safe. Do not worry. Yes. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye now. come back to Papa soon. Get your shinies and Tritos!
There's this thing.
I've seen him twice already, Peanut.
The beast ignores you, her eyes locked on the crowd. While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it. It jams shut, trapping her within.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I don't like the kitty. She looks scary.
I don't know what that is, Peanut.
Teeth bared, the creature is near rabid in his bloodlust. Hollow eyes, pale gums. This beast isn't angry. He's starving. He whimpers in gratitude and falls on the morsel instantly.
Crimson, please, oh please.
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't look too good.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Just give the word and I will kill the clown. We would be praised as heroes.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? I know I'm amazing. Way! Thank you to the loudmouth for volunteering for my next trick. Now, where, oh, where are you?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike, and soak in their innards. It is glorious.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Am I indeed? Perhaps I will tell my favorite joke. It is about you bleeding to death.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
It was a beautiful webbing.
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. Here comes the punchline.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Unleash me. My victims await.
Got to keep fighting. Fall by my hand. A doppelganger. At least we didn't kill a real clown in front of an audience.
something over there. Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Did you want something?
My skellies will take forever to clean this place up. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. It's a pleasure, darling. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. If that's your idea of fun, darling, you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every colour and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Ha! I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my Dribbles. You won't be disappointed. Even better! Corpses are wonderful employees. They aren't picky about things like working from home or eating. That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Hmm? Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Papa sells good things. Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? I found it by the Clown Man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots.
Artisanal bite marks.
Ew. I don't like kinky shit. Here. Take the hand. Weirdo. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained free.
Drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. He was simply in
Treato! Treato! Trito? Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
Merde.
I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do.
Sorry about that. Here we go.
Oh, darling, don't forget that.
Trito? Trito?
Blacketh, my queen.
I named you Hashalak, yet you still call me queen.
Venerable Blacketh, please, I beg you to listen. I seek...
My forgiveness. Yes, I know. And I might yet grant it. I have only a moment, and you, Hashalak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen.
Chmarzala, Vlaakith. Your grace is my honor. Orpheus will die by my hand, and I will take my rightful place at your side.
One promise. One drop in the astral sea. Do not fail me, for you would not survive the flood to follow.
It is done. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent, through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend. I have seen my future in the shimmering visage of my queen, heard it in her thundering voice. Orpheus will fall, and I will have my just rewards. Vlaakith Kork Skatzai! Zai, Zai, Zai! O queen, you've heard my cries. Now, I heed your sacred mission. First, we find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Then, we cleave him from brain to belly. Chamar Zala Vlaakith! Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Once Orpheus is slain, I will take my place in Castle Susurrus as Bart to Vlaakith II. Every Githyanki and every red dragon shall know me by the name. What about him? Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end, and trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. So loyal, so beguiled, they were blind to his treason. The honor guard's deaths were inevitable, as is the death of their gay-enthralled prince. Very well.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
It was sickening, watching Lae'zel bow to that monstrosity. I thought she was stronger. Some just grow to love their chains, I suppose. Us. I still love the sound of that.
As you approach Minthara, you feel her mind reaching out to yours, tentative and curious. Then it retreats, soft as a whisper.
Sorry. Old habits. A feeling. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts without hesitation and took what I needed from your memories. I would not do that again, unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from me. And I do not. I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our mutual enmity for the Absolute. I was wrong. A deeper bond has grown between us. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I? Of course. I do not hide anything from you. Until my time in the cult of the Absolute, I had spent little time on the surface, except to raid and pillage. I did not expect to find any outside the Underdark who saw the world as I do, and wanted from the world what I want. I did not expect you. I have been told that I am special since my mother first held me in her arms. The burden of expectation. Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I knew that I was destined for greatness because I was born to it. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. That the bonds of fellowship and family could be broken by envy and ambition. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself, and I understood the world around me. Now, nothing is certain. Without Lolth, without the Absolute, without my home, I do not know myself. But you do, I think. Show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see? The cold shell of Minthara's mind melts away, and you are drawn into the heart of her, warm, passionate, and dangerous.
I have never lacked confidence, but this conflict seems so much bigger than the two of us. It frightens me. I do not know if we will survive it, but whatever life remains to us, I would gladly spend it fighting at your side and lying with you at night.
Her mind touches yours, feather light and hesitant. A stark contrast to the confidence with which her thoughts intruded on yours in the past.
Tonight, there will be no voices, no orders, no gods. I belong only to you.
Right.
Who knew Vlaakith and Mystra would have so much in common? Both set on flinging their followers towards destruction without so much as deigning to justify it. Lae'zel's devotion is impressive, but if she's not careful, it will be fatal. Gods consider mortals like us a cheap token to trade in for their desired outcomes. At least in my experience.
So, Lae'zel remains loyal to her queen. She's consistent, I'll give her that.
Is it true? You've decided to replace me? No, don't give me that. I can see what this is. I didn't think... Well, that's it, isn't it? I didn't think. Because if I had for even half a second, I would have realized how stupid this was. You were a mistake. But not one I'll be making again. Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Right.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she...
Do not...
It is done. My queen. I off Vlak Oak first. Vlakith's not one every Githyanki and what about Orphe and the honor guard's death? Very well.
You could we?
I would rather share my camp with goblins again.
Yes.
As you approach...
Sorry. Old habits. I did not... I was wrong. I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again. Until my... I did not expect you. I have... Before, I could... In spite of... Now, without love, show me myself through your eyes.
She joins us down. What does she see? Her mind cools. Acceptance is colored by disappointment.
We need to trust one another if we are to survive. But I want more from you than that. I want all of you. Now you can have me instead. As you wish. It is a rare occasion when I do not get what I want. But you have shown your worth in many ways. I will be satisfied to have you as an ally.
Who knew Vlakith and Mistra would have so much in common? Both set on flinging their followers towards destruction without so much as Lae'zel's devotion is impressive.
So, Lae'zel remains...
It was sickening. Some just grow to love their Gods, you're beautiful.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash. Fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brainquakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. I apologize. I didn't mean to burden you with my woes. You have enough to worry about.
As your eyes blink shut, you fall into the deepest slumber of your life. A quietness so vast it feels almost like death.
It's been an age since your last break, my darling.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Tonight, you are the monster everyone claims you are. Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster.
When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you best. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your line. Lord Bhaal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Bhaal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Bhaal, his heir, his scion. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
The Gith God Queen is dreadful to behold. I understand now why Lae'zel admires her.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days. Well, it certainly sheds some light on the sleepless night you spent tied up trying to slit my throat. Bloody hells. A Bhaalspawn. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? Oh, God. We're going to get into father this, progeny that all day and night, aren't we? Oh, I'm not listening to this. You can worship your father's omissions in your own head. Then I'll see your delicious self tonight.
I'll feel that one later.
Voss was meeting someone in Shares's caress. Someone who possesses the key to Orpheus's prison. We should find them at once. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Bhaal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose.
Shah's blessings upon you.
I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. Lady Shah chose me also, but because of the blood I spilled, not what flows in my veins. You were born of murder itself. Perhaps your fate is out of your hands.
You wish to consult me? Tell me, or show me. My mind is open to you.
Exposed to the limitless horror of your dreadful imagination, Minthara's mind buckles, snaps, and then burns hot. She absorbs every detail, whether memory or dream, and drinks deep of them. You sense a desire in her equal in strength to your darkest urge.
Elgahor, Doktak, Slayer. There are many names for you, and all of them inspire dread. You are exquisite. Ecstatically so. It makes my heart race. You must. Yours is a heritage of murder. It cannot be ignored or evaded. You will either kill or be killed. We must find the Temple of Bhaal, slaughter Orin, and claim your inheritance.
Okay. We shall.
Go ahead. I'm listening. A Bhaal spawn? Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Bhaal, that's not a bond I'd like to be bound with. You should be careful. Very, very careful.
remind them that this is our city, and we don't take kindly to parasites.
Oh, hold on. Will be plenty of work in Neverwinter. Safe for work.
Get kicked out. So what?
If it helps me feed a friend.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Those machines will form a circle around the upper city as soon as the fighting starts. Mark my words.
That might be worth a look.
We're on our own.
That's curious.
Packed bags for myself and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
But Mummy, I don't want to leave.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Martha?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Ah, I see. Maybe next. Hi. She's mean, but Dad says she'll toughen me up. She's an educator. She says if somebody doesn't listen, shout louder. And if they still don't listen, fetch the rod.
Dringo, get back to work. And you, what do you want? This is a private yard. They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders, read maps, and protect their deliveries with their lives. They're worth more than their weight in gold. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. And if you do, I'll call the guards. Who do you think they'll side with? The dog is my property. I'm not surprised. Gonwick always indulged him. And he's got a spark in his eye I don't like. Looks lively. Take the useless mutt if you're so inclined. I'll have nothing more to do with him.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. How I run my kennels is none of your concern. Take your mutt and get out of my yard. As for you, Dringo, get out of my yard. You're finished here.
Such a scaredy cat.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail